on yet. I really feel it in my bones. I'm excited about this. And we're going to have a really good time together. We're going to have a lot of laughs. I hope that you have someone in your life that you have a lot of laughs with, that really makes you forget about the world, that you can just have a good time, let your hair down. For me, that person was my best friend when I was in high school. I was kind of an angsty, depressed teenager, and she was really therapeutic, because if it wasn't fun, she didn't want to have anything to do with it. So it was good for me to be around this person, Jody, right? And when we would get together, good Lord, I mean, we would just be totally outrageous and laugh like hysterically. Now, we went to different high schools, so anytime we got together, we had to do a sleepover. So there was a lot of time, either her house or my house, where we would just really get totally silly. And I remember, like, my mother opening the basement door and yelling down there, "What are you girls smoking?" Nobody laughs that much. And that would just make us, like, roar even louder, because it was always good, clean fun. You know, whether she was putting new press-on nails on her toes and taking pictures of it or something really ridiculous. But my mom was an adult. She was raising a large family. She was working full-time, so she didn't have a sense of humor. You know, her lighter side was lacking. And it was only until I was aging that I really got to sympathize with that. So Jody and I, we each got married. I had children, she had a kid, and we kind of drifted. You know, you're busy with your families. But she thought, we're going to reconnect. We're going to go out together. But this time, we're grown-ups now. Right? We're going to do like serious grown-up stuff. So she says, I want to volunteer for the PBS telethon, you know, and answer the phone and raise the pledges. I'm all about that. Sign me up, hook me up, okay? So we did this a couple of times. And we could still find a way to be silly. But now, there's a camera on us, and we're doing important stuff. So we got to really hold it together. For instance, there was the time that they were doing this Bethlehem Steel documentary, the then and now kind of thing, and all the other volunteers were Bethlehem Steel retirees. And I respect these gentlemen incredibly. I mean, you know, wonderful men, a little gruff, okay? They're not used to telephones and computers and so forth. So it was quite comical evening. The rows of tables were kind of in this angle, and they've got Jody and I facing one another. Not such a good idea, making that eye contact. And the gentleman next to me was especially gruff. And it was just hard to keep a straight face when every one of them, I think, was hearing impaired from the blast furnace and so forth. So they're like shouting, and we're trying to hear our pledged people on the phone. And the club fingers with the hunt and peck, you know, but the camera's on. So I'm trying to be just like, we're not going to get silly, okay? We're not going to get silly. And we got through that okay. But the first time we did it, we had the tenors were there, okay? And the tenors, they're this like classical pop vocal group, right? And so they're showing the concert, but in between, they've got the actual tenors there. And I don't know if you remember Amy Burkett from PBS, but she'd be chatting with them, and we're on the end of the table, because, you know, I know when I'm eye candy. I was joking with her, you know, not hard to beat out Bethlehem Steel retirees. But when we were doing the tenor night, the other volunteers were from like this American Association of Administrative Assistants or something. Okay, so these are supposed to be professional women. But I had the ditziest secretary in the world next to me, and she was not only ditzy, but she was really super high-strung. Like, took things way serious, and I just want to have a good time. I'm just out for a little fun and relaxation. And so she did not train very well, because I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, but I was keeping up on my computer skills, and I had to answer every question. Her hand keeps it going up, and I'm getting a little annoyed now. Now I'm giving her the cold shoulder. And she pulls this crazy stunt like Lucille Ricardo or something. Jody and I are looking at each other, trying to keep a straight face with this ditzy woman next to us. And again, you know, the camera's on us from like waist high. Amy's talking with the tenors. And this woman is trying to get somebody's attention to answer a question, and then she's being ignored. She proceeds to slink out of her chair, get on all fours, and start crawling behind me. Meanwhile, I've got people on the line talking about big numbers of money, credit card information, got to get the spelling of their name right, the address right, the telephone number, and act professional because the camera's on me. And this woman's on her hands and knees crawling behind me. And she's doing this to stay out of the camera angle. She crawls up next to my girlfriend, Jody, who's like shooing her away like a dog, and her eyeballs are popping out at one another. And I said, we can do this. Have some decorum, like hold it together. And we actually did until we got out to the parking lot and really let loose. Just couldn't get over the outrageousness of the situation. Well, Jody and I did drift apart once more, but I trust that when we do reconnect and get together, it will probably be no less outlandish, and we'll be able to say, here we go again. So thank you very much.